truly believe the best skill, well, this is more of a character quality that a teen and young adult should develop, is the ability to do things you don't feel like doing but are necessary. For example, I'm a youth empowerment speaker. I help teenagers and young adults build self love, confidence, and a positive outlook on life. In addition to that, I'm also an author. So there's a lot of things I have to do that I don't feel like doing. I do not feel like sending a bunch of emails every day, but I got to, so I do it. I don't always feel like editing a book, but I have to, so I do it. Or on a more simple note, I don't always feel like paying my rent, but I gotta, so I do. And your ability to do things you don't necessarily feel like doing is truly the key to success. Like, there's whatever your goal is, think of anything you want: a car, a career, a degree, a relationship, health, mental wellness, anything. It's going to require you to do a lot of things that you don't necessarily feel like doing and not get distracted by what you feel like doing. You may feel like going and spending an hour playing video games, but you don't feel like putting that hour towards studying. However, if you put that hour towards studying, it will benefit you in the long run. Whereas if you put it towards video games, it'll benefit you in the short term. And you often have to think about the long term implication of what you do. So if you spend your entire day eating really unhealthy foods, it's going to have a very negative impact over the course of a few weeks, months, and years. Whereas if you do the thing you don't feel like doing, which is eating the healthier food, drinking more water, and going to exercise, it'll benefit you a lot in the long run. It'll be boring and annoying, and you don't feel like it in the short term, but in the long term, you'll be thanking yourself. And one thing that I've had to do in my own life is make videos when I don't feel like it. Sometimes I get behind this camera and I am very tired. I am just mentally blank. I have brain fog. But when I tell myself I'm going to do something, I have to do it, even if I don't feel like it. I've tried to record this video like 5 times, and the first minute just would not come out right. But I told myself, Lawrence, we are not leaving this building until this video gets made. So even when I don't feel like it, I take action. And you have to understand this. Your feelings don't have to dictate your actions. You're able to override them because when you have a certain feeling, you may feel bored, you may feel tired, you may feel like, oh, I've done enough. Ask yourself, is this beneficial to me though? Because your feelings will compel you to take certain actions and avoid other ones. And if your feeling is telling you to avoid doing something that is actually very beneficial to you, you don't want to listen to that one. You can hear it, you can be aware that it's there, but just because you don't feel like working on your business does not mean you don't do it. Just because you don't feel like eating healthy food does not mean you don't do it. Just because you don't feel like putting down the soda and drinking the water does not mean you listen to your feeling. It's okay to feel how you feel. It's okay to feel tired and take a nap and get some rest. I encourage that. But if you want to achieve any goal, you have to be willing to take action even when you don't feel like it. I'm trying to break this down more in depth to you, but it's so simple. It is so simple. Who do you think is going to achieve more in life? Who do you think will have better grades, better health, better mental health, better success, more money, better relationships, any category, between someone who only does things when they feel like it compared to someone who does them even when they don't feel like it. Because the person who goes to the gym when they feel like it will probably go maybe once, twice a week, where the person who goes even when they don't feel like it will probably go 5 to 6. Now, going beyond that, when you make something an identity, now it's not about doing it when I feel like it or not doing it when I don't feel like it. It's about this is just what I do. Like me making these videos, me writing books, me, speaking on stages and whatnot. That's just what I do. That's an identity. It's not, oh, I felt like giving a speech today. No, it's an identity. This is what I do. I don't feel like going to the gym. It's just what I do. It's an identity. It's a habit. It is a daily ritual, whatever you want to call it. And when the thing you need to do that is beneficial, once you can make that into a daily habit and a ritual, it becomes cemented into, oh, I just do this. It's like your brain is this wet computer and your actions program it. So if you have a feeling that says, I don't feel like it today. Now, let's say you just had a major life tragedy and it makes sense why you don't feel like making a YouTube video that day because something tragic just happened. Okay, understandable. That's an exception. What I'm referring to is your ability to do things when you simply just don't feel like it. Like there's not any major issue that happened in your life. There's not any super crazy thing going on. It's just I don't feel like it. You need to still show up because if you don't put in the work's not getting done. If I don't record this video, edit it, hit post, make the clips, and do all of that, it's not going to happen. It's just not. Like, your goals don't care how you feel, they care if you did it or not. Like, did you do the work? That's at the end of the day, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Did I do what I said I will do? And if the answer is no, why? Like, okay, you said you were going to make a YouTube video today. You didn't do it. Why? Oh, because of this major tragedy. Like, the house blew up. Something crazy like that. Okay, makes sense why you didn't record a video. Oh, I had to watch my 5 siblings and I wasn't able to get to my office where I keep all my recording equipment. Okay, understandable. You could have recorded off your phone. You could have found a solution to that. You could have recorded like super late at night, super early in the morning, but we'll give it a pass. But if the answer is I just didn't feel like it, like, oh, I just spent all my time scrolling on TikTok. I spent my entire time watching Netflix. I spent my entire time doing stuff that was completely irrelevant. You have to hold yourself accountable to that. You have to hold yourself accountable. And one thing I found to be beneficial is having a consequence for when you don't do what you said you were going to do. For example, it might be every Saturday you hang out with your friends or something. But on the days when you don't do what you said you were going to do, like you didn't study, you didn't read, you didn't go to the gym, whatever your thing is, now you can't hang out with your friends for the rest of that month. And that may sound a bit extreme, but it's really not. Because if you can't stick to doing what you said you were going to, that's a much bigger problem. Because I'll put it this way, let's say one day a week you mess up. Like one day a week, you don't achieve anything that you said you were going to. That's 52 times per year. And after 10 years, that's 520 days. Now, going even further, imagine 20, 30 years of this. Now, it may seem like I'm blowing it out of proportion, but the point is this: the sooner you can build the habit and discipline of doing things when you don't feel like it, the better. Because if you don't do it, it won't get done. And if you're the one who had to live your life, it would make sense why that you would, if you're the one who had to live your life, it makes sense that you're also the one who had to hold yourself accountable. Because either we allow our feelings to dictate our actions and we have a life that is not what we want, or we say, yes, I feel tired, I feel stressed, I feel upset, but I'm still going to take the action necessary. Yeah, I might not be able to do it to my best full capacity, but I still did it. Yeah, it was only like 70% as good as if I felt like doing it, but I still did it. And beats, imperfect action beats the person who only does it when they feel like it. I was trying to find a better way to word it, but it's very simple and clear. You need to be able to do things when you don't feel like it. Because if I only made the videos when I felt like it, I wouldn't be in this office. I wouldn't be an author. I wouldn't have these opportunities in my life. I wouldn't have a business. I wouldn't be achieving the things that I do because if you only do stuff when you feel like it, you're not going to get the life you want because the life you want requires doing stuff when you don't feel like it. And I'm going to close it out on this point because I hopefully you guys are really getting this. If someone only shows up when they feel like it, they will always get beat by the person who simply shows up regardless. Yes, I may show up tired. I may show up stressed. I may show up unsure of how to explain the point I'm getting at. But the more you show up, the better you will get. The more you show up, especially on the days you don't feel like it, the better you will be when you do feel like it. Because if you can do something tired, if you can do something stressed, if you can do something sad, you'll be a lot better when you do feel like it. And it goes both ways because it's not just about trying to hit a home run every time. It's just about you got to keep swinging the bat. Because eventually you'll get better simply by doing more. And now that you're capable of doing stuff when you don't feel like it, that transfers into when you do feel like it. Because you remember, like, if my video was like a 7 out of 10 when I didn't feel like it, when I do feel like it, it's going to be like a 9, 10. It's going to be like really good when I feel like it. But most importantly, you have to keep your word to yourself. You have to just keep showing up. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're updated about my next videos. And if you'd like to purchase my books, the link is in the description. Have a good one.